Hello. It's your boy, Sean Matry, aka Tilt Matry, here with the ban list reaction video. And it is here, guys. It is here! It is arrived from the deep darts of the great beyond. And it has come to grace us. Let's take a look at it. And we can see what got hit, what didn't. Alright, limited to 1 performance call. Now, again, this is something Konami loves to do. They did this with Rika's when they first came out. They hit cards that they think will be a problem in the game preemptively before they actually can become meta in game. Although I'm gonna be 100% honest, I don't think that this card would have been meta if it come out as something that for performance battle support, because I think it's too slow. When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, target that attacking monster, negate the attack, and if you do, add 2 performance battle monsters from your deck to your hand, whose total defense is less than or equal to the attack of the targeted monster. Until the end of your next turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. So, there's that. I don't think that this card honestly needed to be hit, but it is what it is. CYDRA Fusion. Oh my gosh! Nuke him! Nuke him! Nuke him! Nuke him into the ground. Thank you. CYDRA Fusion 2-2. Hallelujah. Cyber Dragon decks have been in the metagame for one form or another in terms of eliminating this ability, reduce the ability of Cyber Dragons easily able to gain advantage over the opponent. Yes, please hit this, because now your opponent does, cannot sit there for 2 seconds and sack the crap out of you. Because it is not fun to go on the ladder, especially like if you're sitting there on a COG rank up, and then you go up against CYDRA and you get sacked, and there's nothing you can do. It's just not a very fun time. So yeah, I am very happy about this hit here. Now, CYDRA Fusion, Cybernetic Fusion support, and Overflow are at 2. So, them being at 2, all at 2, is a very good thing for the game. It promotes health and less degeneracy. So I am very happy about that. Elegant Egotist to 2. This is at 2 because Tretch was in Harpies, and now they can't run it anymore. So, adios, Treacherous. But yeah, good hit to take Tretch out of Harpies. Aloof Lupine! Thunder Dragon decks have been in the metagame for one metagame or another. So, for a very long time, so we're limiting this card to reduce the consistency of Thunder Dragon decks. Yes, good hit. I agree that this needs to be hit because Thunder Dragons have been widely popular. I don't think that they're that... I think they're a bit overhyped in terms of their power, but they are all over the ladder. People play them. Everybody and their mother plays them now, so... Yeah, to reduce the amount of spam that they have on the ladder, it's a good hit. Yeah, so to control Thunder Dragons, yeah, it's definitely a good hit to control the Thunder Dragon deck. So, yeah, I am for this hit. It will reduce the amount of Thunder Dragon spam on the ladder, and they will be putting this to 2, which means you can only choose between this, Gold Sark, or Charge of the Light Brigade. However, in a 20-card deck, they could run 2 Lupines and it'll still be pretty good. So keep that in mind. They're not dead, but they definitely did get hit to a certain extent where they're going to be a lot slower in some situations than they would be normally. Floodgate Trap Hole. When your opponent going to 3. Yeah, this isn't going to do much because there aren't too many decks in the meta that play both Floodgate and Cosmic Cyclone. That's the only card you'd really use this with, in conjunction with. I mean, Element Sabers are not getting played, so this with Palace of the Elemental Lords isn't really going to make a difference. But yeah, this going to 3 is because Pendulums are coming out, and Konami wants to try to sell you into buying Pendulum, so they want to put this at 3. This isn't going to do that much, though. Because people will still play this at 3 in some whatever stall decks. No longer on the list, Onslaught and Secret Passage. Oh, no. Why? I don't want any more degenerate decks coming out with this card in the game. It's not going to do anything, but it's going to... You might lose this once in a blue moon. Oh, good. Now I can play 2 copies of this in my farm deck. I can play more than 2 copies of this in my farm deck now. I'm so thrilled. But yeah, overall, very good hits here. Let's look at the skill rebalancing, shall we? Okay, they hit Malicious Hero. Balance that. Well, they actually buffed Malicious Hero's Exo Weapon. Galaxy Photon, Castle of Machines. Oh my gosh, they nerfed Automat out of play. Cyber Style, Demon's Resonance. Okay, Gaia, TG, ETH, and Hero Flash. Malicious Hero. At the beginning of the duel, add 2 Evil Hero Malicious Edge and 1 Dark Fusion to your deck. Then add 1 Malicious to your extra deck. Excuse me. Malicious Fiend. In addition, the following effects can be activated once per duel if you control Supreme King's Castle. Return 1 Evil Hero Malicious Edge in your deck and add 1 level 6 Fiend for your deck to your hand. If the monster was an Evil Hero monster, you can add it to your hand regardless of the level. Okay. Return 1 or more Fiend monsters whose total level equals 7 or more to the deck and add 1 Malicious Edge for your deck to your hand from your deck. The problem I have with this is this does absolutely nothing unless you have Supreme King's Castle. So unless you have Castle, this does absolutely nothing. So... yeah, this isn't what's going to put Evil Heroes over the top, unfortunately. They need a lot more. Exo Weapon, the skill text remain the same. Okay. Galaxy Photon, return 1 Galaxy or Photon monster from your deck to your hand. Add 1 Galaxy Spell or Trap or Photon Spell or Trap from your deck to your hand. The skill can only be used if you begin a deck that contains no other monsters lighted in it and number monsters. Okay, so you can run number monsters in the extra deck, so you can play this with Sin. So it gives you another win con. Yeah, I guess that's good. It gives them another win con if you wipe out Galaxy Eyes, but, you know, most of the time you might be dead before you even get another turn, so, you know. I mean, it doesn't really do too much for them. Well, at least we're going to give you some compensation for not getting Hyper Galaxy. We'll give you this. Yeah, it doesn't really do too much, unfortunately. Castle Machines. Return 1 Mech Lord monster from your hand to its own deck, and add 1 Mech Lord Fortress to your hand from outside your deck. This skill can only be used once per turn, twice per duel. Yeah, again, not really doing anything, but it is what it is. ONOMAT play can be used on turn 3 or onward. I love that. Return 1 blah 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 monster from your deck to your hand, add 1 blah 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 monster from your hand or deck. The skill will only activate if you begin a deck that has the following conditions and once per duel. Very nice. 12 or more ga do 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 boo 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 whatever. And 2 or more Utopia Exceeds and does not contain any ranked 5 or higher except number in CWs. Oh, no more Bouncer, no more Rhino, and no more M7. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye. Sister, goodbye. Head, goodbye, 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 bye, 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 bye. Yes, it's dead. Die, 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 die. Oh my goodness. ONOMATs are officially in the toilet bowl. Well, the ONOMAT control mod's gone. The only way that they could play is like with a rank 4 turbo. But even still, that's not that good. Oh, this has been a long time coming. That'll make for a less toxified ladder. Let's go. Cyber Style can be used only once if your life points are 2,000 and below. For every 1,000 life points or below, Play one Cyber Dragon with 0 attack from your hand to your deck. Oh, you gotta play OG now. Oh, that's gonna be funny. You can only special summon Cyber and Dragon until your opponent's next. Oh, get punished. No Rampage. No Twin. No Over Dragon. You can only go into this so you can't sack that easily. Makes fusion support absolute garbage. Excellent, Konami. Cyber Dragon play with the skill cannot be attributed while they face up on the field, and you cannot special them except for fusion monsters or attack with anything but fusion monsters. Perfect. Nice. Freedom! Freedom! Demon's Resonance can be used by returning one Resonator monster from your hand to your deck and one level 4 or lower monster. Okay. Bring your deck to your hands. You can activate this card added by the skill or a card with the same name during this turn. This skill will only activate if you begin a deck with the following conditions below, and once per turn, twice per duel. Your deck contains 8 or more Resonator cards in your deck and does not contain other than Dragon or Fiend. Okay, that scared me a bit. Okay, so you can't just add a mono, thank the Lord. Or any, like, Stratus or anything. Yeah, that would be stupid with a mono, because then you would be even more stupider than Teoburn, because if you could just add a mono, then it wouldn't activate and go back to your hand. Yeah, that'd be dumb. Your extra deck contains Red Dragon, Archfiend, and Red Nova, and does not contain any others. I think it's going to be mitigated because you're going to get an 8th extra deck slot, so it's not going to matter. I guess this is more to prevent them from adding anything else into the extra deck. So now it forces you to play Nova. This could be just preemptive because they're going to give us an 8th slot. Good. The Dragon Knight's Path can be used by returning one monster from your hand to your deck. So now it has to be a monster. So you can't just return MST, Book, or any of your other decks, or any of the other bricky cards you have in your hand. Place one Galloping Gaia face up in your field zone from your deck. After using the skill, you can only special summon monsters until the end of your next turn. And the skill will only activate if you have a deck that begins with 8 or more Gaias or level 5 Dragons. Can only be used once per duel. Fusion monster that contains Gaia the Fierce Knight. Gaia the Fierce Knight monster, BLS monster, and level 5 Dragon. Okay, that's going to make the combo less consistent. That makes me happy because I can't stand Gaia. Thank you. Yes! 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 Oh, the more power to the ritual beasts! Let's go! RB's getting even stronger. And I said Arby's, not Harpies. Set Delta Excel. No, I actually like TG's, dang it. At the beginning of the duel, add one Halberd Cannon, Blade Blaster, Power Gladiator, Wonder Magician, and Respro Dragonfly to your extra deck. In addition, the following effect can only be used once per turn. When you synchro summon 2 or more TG monsters, return one TG card from your deck and your deck. Play one Respro Dragonfly from your extra deck. Yeah, unfortunately this kind of kills the skill. Flight Control is going to be the way to play the deck now, because this is kind of bad now. You need to have 3 cards in order to make a Halberd Cannon. It's not really worth it. So, yeah, this is pretty much dead. Unless they just don't make Halberd anymore, but the whole point of playing this is just to get the Dragonfly anyway. So it's not really that worth it. That's dead, pretty much. ETH can be used when you have 3 or more traps in your grave. Add one random trap from your grave to your hand. Oh, so you can't shuffle all the crap in now. Yeah. So they can't just endlessly shuffle cards in, and then you have to return. Yeah, very good nerf. So no more deck out shenanigans with this. This may make Shira players switch their strategy up. So, yeah. Good nerf. Good nerf. Very good nerf. Hero Flash, once every 2 of your turns. At the beginning of the turn, add to your hand one of the following cards in the order listed. 2nd turn, Heated Heart. 4th turn, E-Call. 6th turn, Righteous Justice. 8th turn, Oversoul. 10th turn, Hero Flash. And contains no mother. Oh, okay, thank God. No Wyndon, no Alistair. Good, this is exactly what I wanted them to do. Extra deck does not count. That's really weird, though. I don't think they would really run anything at the extra deck other than heroes, but yeah. Very good nerf. This is exactly what I wanted them to do with the skill, honestly. Yeah, that's the perfect nerf for that skill. Overall thoughts, they couldn't have done the ban list better than this. They did really well. If I had to come up with the only thing I'm kind of upset about is that they hit TGs. I really was starting to get a liking to TGs, but that's fine. It's whatever. Flight control is still very viable. It will be more viable in this meta, I think, than in previous metas, because there won't be as much back row, I feel, in this meta than in other metas, and Thunder Dragons won't be as flooded, which I think was the problem for Flight Control. So Flight Control can still be very, very good strat to go to. So they're not completely dead. Other than that, yeah, banlist is perfect. It's going to promote a lot of deck diversity on the ladder, but while keeping intact a meta game. So it's not just like, okay, well, we have no meta, so everything can play. No. Now there's a meta where it's, not extremely sacky, but there is a little bit of sack. Harpies can obviously sack. Thunder Dragons with the right hand can still sack. Resonator will still sack, but it's not, where it's like, oh, well, I go first with CYDRA and I win. It's not like that. Heroes are still there, obviously, as a rogue deck, but, it is what it is. Anyway, or ONOMATs for that fact, not sacking you. Really good ban list. I couldn't have said it any better myself. They did a great job. So, Konami, if you're listening and you're watching my content, whether it be on Twitch or YouTube, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for making this a much better Duel Links experience for everyone playing your game. I really do enjoy that, as well as streaming your game. Anyway, if you want to catch my live streams, we are going to be cracking open the main box. I'm assuming tomorrow drops, so we are going to be breaking that thing open, possibly wailing on it. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure you follow me. The link will be in the description below, twitch.tv/SeanMatry. I am a Ritual Beast God, as you can see in my videos. I do multiple COD climbs per season. And I think next season, with all these new decks in the new world, it's going to be a ton of fun climbing the COG. Also, if you know my boys, Stephen Freshie and Axe Mango, I am doing collabs. Mango, I already got one planned with. Stephen, I am working on a planning one with. I want to definitely do a collab with him, my boy. So, if you know them, make sure you go follow their, subscribe to their YouTubes. They are absolutely amazing content creators as well. And also go follow them on Twitch as well. But my next stream will be probably tomorrow morning, I'm thinking. Around 7, 8 a.m. We'll crack open the box. And we'll see what we can do with it. Yeah. And we'll also finish up probably the Telenight COD climb. Wednesday, I am playing in Battleface live. So if you want to make sure you see me play in that, you're going to want to follow me on Twitch and make sure you catch the live stream. Yeah. So my link in my Twitch will be in the description below. Make sure you sub to the YouTube if you enjoyed the reaction. That'd be greatly appreciated. Like the video. That would greatly help out the algorithm for me. So, yeah. Until next time, it's your boy, TomaTry, signing out. Take care, guys. Always tilt and peace.